But here, on the very rim of known space, justice is a long way away.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Space Game Junkie Podcast. I, as always, am your co-host, Brian. Joining me, as always, is your co-host, Spaz.
Hey, do you remember that great joke about gaslighting that I told last show?
God damn it. Fuck. Sorry. Frack. Fudge. I'm trying. I'm really trying. Your co-host, Julie.
Hello from the Midwest, where our borders aren't going to be patrolled quite as well anymore, thankfully.
Yes, a border with... Wait, are you guys even bordered with Canada? Am I remembering that correctly? You guys are bordered with Canada, right?
We do not have a border with Canada. If you direct line across the lake, it's about 400 miles.
All right, and your co-host, Thorsten.
Hello, as the only co-host from Europe this day.
Yeah, sadly, Jacob is not able to join us. He is under the weather. I hope you feel better, Jacob. Thank you for not coughing in our ear for an hour. We appreciate it. I hope you feel better. Friends, welcome. It is our November show. Because of our new schedule, it is going to be the only show this month, because we always take the week of American Thanksgiving off. And so that's the fourth week of the month. And so this is going to be the only show in November. So that'll give us a time to recharge our batteries and get some rest, which some of us sorely need. And so I thought, because of what a year 2025 has been, holy moly, we usually do this every year, but I figured we especially needed it this year. We would talk about the things we are thankful for. And as usual, I think we usually do this. We're going to break it up into gaming and non-gaming categories. There's a lot. I mean, we try, and with all that's going on in the world, it's easy to lose sight of the things to be thankful for in one's life. It is very easy to lose sight of the things to be thankful for in one's life. And I have a lot to complain about in the world, but in my personal life, not that much to complain about. Knock on IKEA wood. But even so, I struggled to find things to be truly thankful for besides the usual family, wife, cats. I didn't want to say the usual cliched, oh, I'm thankful for my wife, I'm thankful for my friends, I'm thankful for, everyone says that, and I am thankful for Nicole, and I am thankful for my cats, but everyone says that stuff. I didn't want to say the same thing. Everyone says, of course I'm thankful for my wife, of course I'm thankful for my cats, of course I'm thankful. I wanted to say something different. So I thought of a few things I'm thankful for that aren't video games that I wanted to shout out this year. And the first thing, I'm just going to say all of them at once, to not only that, but to give my co-host time to think of a few things. The first thing I'm thankful for, and I've got two or three, is doctors. Because this last year, I underwent 3 minor surgeries. First was cataract surgery. I had never done any surgery except dental surgery. I did have one of those this year, but I first underwent cataract surgery, which was pretty minor, but fascinating. And then I had the easiest and most minor skin cancer surgery you could ever possibly have. And thankfully I have, this is why men with wives live longer, because they point things out and say, you should go see a doctor about that. I thought it was just a pimple. It wasn't a pimple. And so I had skin cancer, and so I got that taken care of. And thankfully I had a lot of good doctors, and I have a good primary care physician that's got me on a lot of great medication for blood pressure and weight loss and all sorts of things. And so I'm very thankful for all the doctors that have taken such good care of me and are trying to help me lose weight and take care of my blood pressure and all that sort of thing. I have gotten very good medical care this last year. So my goodness, thank goodness for the excellent medical care I have gotten this year, because especially in America, access to good health care is getting more and more difficult, more and more expensive, and fewer and fewer people are becoming doctors because medical school is becoming more expensive. People are treating doctors worse and worse because, their medical expenses are becoming worse and they're taking it out on their doctors, which is not really their fault, but I don't, at the same time, I don't blame them. So it's not, the medical profession is not the easiest profession to be in right now, so I have to really say how thankful I am to the doctors in my life. Yeah. Second thing I'm very thankful for are British murder mysteries. I think without British murder mysteries, I think my wife and our mental health, my wife's and I, mental health would be in a much worse place. But because of the joy of cozy British murder mysteries, we have had a much easier time getting through this year than we might. I mean, I don't know if we find another thing to watch, but we have really, the two of us, glommed on to British murder mysteries more than just about. I mean, I'd say that's probably 80 to 90% of what we watch collectively as a couple is British murder mysteries. So thank goodness for basically BritBox and Acorn and PBS. And Americans, if you don't support your PBS, local PBS station, $5 a month, if you can afford it, gets you PBS Passport, which is a damn fine streaming service in its own right. It has a lot of great content, and it has a lot of overlap with BritBox and Acorn. So there's a lot of shows that are on both BritBox and Acorn that eventually make its way to PBS. So PBS Passport is an exceptional value that it has a lot of its own content. Plus you get stuff that is on BritBox and Acorn as well. So $5 a month, $60 a year if you can afford it, and you support PBS, which was kind of gutted by our current government. Definitely worth it. And also, if you like British television, BritBox and Acorn, just exceptional values. There's another thing I was thankful for that has totally slipped my mind now, so we can come back to me at some point. Spaz, I'm gonna jump to you now. Is there a non-gaming thing you are thankful, or things that you are thankful for?
That's kind of hard to say. It's been kind of a rough year for me.
Mm-hmm.
Health-wise, which I won't go into the details of because nobody else needs to know about that. So I can't even say I'm thankful for my health because, well, no, I'm really not.
What about how about the people who have tried to take care of your health, the doctors and whatnot? Are they doing a decent job at least?
That's been, I'll just say, a hard no.
I'm sorry,
because a lot of the stuff I'm dealing with is chronic. So
they can only do so much.
There is literally only so much that can be done.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But I've had a lot of time to process what I'm dealing with, and I suppose that it's not going to get any better, but as long as I can keep it from getting too much worse, I guess that's hard to say because, well, really, it's just think of it as a 4-engine plane with a couple engines down. You don't know when the others are going to cut out, but eventually they probably will. And that's just life.
Right.
So I'm not exactly thankful for that because there's not really anything to be thankful for there. On the other hand, I could say I'm thankful it's not worse.
Okay,
But
that's a way to look at it.
It's a way to look at it. I'm not sure if it's a good way to look at it.
I mean,
Debatable.
Yeah, debatable. I mean,
Highly debatable.
it's tough. It's
But
tough.
as I said, I mean, this stuff, some of the stuff I'm dealing with is stuff I've had to deal with my entire life. So as long as I'm alive, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I laugh it off, but that's the best I can really do.
Is that it? Is that the only? Is that the only non-gaming thing? Is that it? Oh no, video seems to have.
It's been a weird year.
It has.
It has been a really weird year. Call it a roller coaster or well, yeah, roller coaster is pretty much how I can describe it. But that's enough on that. Moving along.
Sorry, man. All right, let's move along. Julie, what non-gaming things are you thankful for?
Okay, first, cue up 5 minutes of violin music. 5 seconds. If you have ever reached the point in your life when the only way anybody knows you are dead is when the bodies start to stink out in the hallway. I have. But I am incredibly thankful, and here I'm going to quote Vin Diesel from the Fast and Furious movies. There's family who ain't blood and blood that ain't family. And that is very true in the LGBT community, as anybody can tell you. And I am very thankful for my new family, especially my sister from another mister. I am thankful for the time and the laughs and the memories for my friend Evelyn Hampton that I had before she was, I guess, depending on what you want to view, died, called home, gone back. If she got what she wanted out of life, as we speak, she's saying, get that broccoli out of that umbilical cord. She wanted to come back. But we had a lot of laughs, not the least of which was when two of our little group of 4 friends, now 3, said at dinner one night, we both, and I said, well, I used to date your son, and turned out he was older than I thought he was. They said, oh, good, then I'm not a cougar. And then then the other person across me said, did you? I dated him too. And I said, so when she was alive, we had our friend. We had good times. We just got back from vacation, so it was kind of a little melancholy vacationing without her because we used to all vacation together. But it was nice to be able to go on a vacation during the times of I think it's up to 42 days with no pay, which makes me very grateful that my sister said, we should probably save, especially considering who's in office now. And 42 days later, without pay, we were prepared. Yay, sister, it was great with money. And I am grateful to have a veterinarian near me who specializes in exotic birds, so that my bird, who needs 4 different kinds of medicines, can be cared for in a little bird hospital and teach the other birds how to laugh at the staff. And I'm grateful for I'm grateful not to be allergic to dogs because I've become very allergic to cats, which is sad. But and I'm grateful to be alive when you get to a certain point in your life, and you think, well, some of the people go the way of all things, which sometimes they just move away, and you can say, wow, I'm still alive. I'm still on the right side of the grass, like my grandma used to say. So there's a lot to be thankful for when you really look at it. So that's the tip of the iceberg.
All right. It's a good start. Thorsten, how about you?
Yeah, like Space's year, my was a roller coaster too. Um, but there are still things I'm grateful for, to be honest. First, my physical health hasn't deteriorated more than the years before, and I'm very very grateful for that. That it's still in an acceptable way. I can't say that about my mental health, but that's a completely different topic, and I don't want to go into details in that regard. The second thing is that the war hasn't reached us yet. I mean, every day without, every day without that is an incredible thing, and every day is one in that regard. And I'm incredible grateful for the people in Ukraine that they do manage to hold that off, at least so far. And I really hope that thing will go in their way, and not in the way of this other person. And I've surprisingly I've got even a third thing that just came up right now. I'm incredibly grateful that a person that ghosted me about 2 years ago has re-entered my life and does enrich it incredibly. I know I use the word incredible a lot now, but I don't have other words for it. And another person that entered my life this year that also enriches my life a lot.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, it's good we have some non-gaming stuff in our lives to be grateful for, but let's get to the good stuff. Get to the stuff we're really here for. The gaming. Video gaming. So, if you're looking at the stream, I want to talk about probably the most important gaming thing that's impacted me this year, and that's my tablet. The gaming tablet I got earlier this year. Holy crap. If you would have told my 1995 self that I'd be playing EF2000 on a portable device that I could take with me anywhere, holy crap, I don't know if I'd believe you. But my God, I could play EF2000 anywhere I go, and F117 and Mega Fortress and Heroes of Might and Magic 3 and oh my God, just this thing has kind of changed the way I game. Like I can game anywhere now. And yes, I have a Switch, and yes, I have a laptop, and yes, I have a phone, but this tablet is just like the Switch doesn't have all my favorite games. You know, the laptop's a bit cumbersome. The phone screen is too small, but this tablet, kind of perfect. You know, kind of perfect for the games I want to play. It can run DOS games. It can run some Windows games, especially if there's a port for it, like Heroes of Might and Magic or Diablo. And there are a lot of great ports on the Play Store already. There's also a lot of great games on the Play Store, you know, on their own. I've gotten back into reading because of this tablet. my freaking God. I just this tablet. Jeez Louise. I cannot gush enough about. And I was saying earlier, you might be saying, but Brian, I have a PC, I have a laptop. Why would I need a tablet? Trust me, if you can afford a tablet, holy moly, it will fill a hole in your gaming life you didn't know you had. I cannot gush enough about how amazing having a tablet is, because it's more portable than a laptop. It can play so many games that, because of things like Magic DOSBox and VCMI and things like that, it can play and emulation. Oh my God, emulation. Like, I play Burnout 3 and Takedown on this thing. I play Armada on the Dreamcast on this thing. I play Crazy Taxi on this thing. What was I playing? I was playing Pokemon Conquest the other day on this thing. Like, just because of emulation and whatnot, I probably have thousands of games on this thing at this point. I can play just about anything from just about any platform. They're almost getting PlayStation 3 emulation on this thing. Like, they've got a working PS3 emulator. I just haven't gotten it running yet. And I think they're about to get Xbox 360 emulation. They're saying they're close. Holy crap. But yeah, getting a good gaming tablet has kind of changed the way I game. Like, I think I game more now on my tablet than I do on my PC, which is crazy. And what else is crazy? And what changed that even more is because of GeForce Now, I can play a lot of my Steam library on my tablet. And I got a Bluetooth gamepad for my tablet. So I can play things like Dead Zone Rogue, and I can play things like Cyberpunk 2077, and I can play things like Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, all on my tablet with a gamepad. And they run great if you have a good Wi-Fi connection with a gamepad. Oh, and Warhammer Inquisitor, of course, on my tablet. Anywhere. So yeah, getting this tablet has changed the way I game, and I'm just like, the other day I went to the farmer's market, and I went to the bathroom at the farmer's market, and someone had left their Surface tablet in the bathroom, and I was like, I can't imagine leaving my tablet in the bathroom anywhere. I would lose my ever-loving mind if I left my tablet anywhere. Thankfully, the guy was right there when I opened the door, and he was like, "Is my computer in there?" God, I didn't know what I was going to do. Where do I take this? I can't imagine. Like I used to hate leaving the house because I'm like, what about my games? But now, like, I don't mind leaving the house because I can take so many of my games with me because of this tablet. It's amazing. So seriously, folks, if you can swing it, I know in this economy. No, losing my phone would be so much worse, buddy, because so much of my life, so much more, like, there's a lot I don't put on my tablet. I don't put my financial stuff on my tablet. I don't put my social media on my tablet. My tablet is mostly for gaming and reading. That is mostly what my tablet is for. Excuse me. And some light web browsing. But the web browsing is mostly for downloading games and downloading books. That is mostly what the web browsing on the tablet is for. But if I lost my phone, that would be 1,000 times worse, because that's where all my financial stuff is. That's where all my social stuff is. Like, oh my God, if I lost my phone, that would be so much worse than losing my tablet. Oh my God. But yeah, for gaming, the top thing I am grateful for is this tablet. Holy moly. The other big thing, gaming-wise, I am grateful for are the communities that we have been building over the year. Not just Space Game Junkie, but the new one I launched this year, Retro Dogfight, that has been slowly building over this year. If you're unaware, folks, I usually mention it, but late last year, I wanted to find a podcast that talks about the flight sims I love. the old flight sims, the good flight sims. But all anyone was talking about was DCS or Microsoft Flight Simulator, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't want to talk about that crap. I want to talk about F-19. I want to talk about Mega Fortress. I want to talk about Gunship. No one was talking about that stuff. I'm like, fine, I'll make my own. God damn it. And here we are, about a year after I decided to make the thing. We've launched 7 episodes. The eighth one is going to go live in a couple of weeks, and yeah. So building new communities takes time. It's been amazing to run both an old community and a new community at the same time, and both have brought me such joy. They're very different communities because Space Game Junkie has been grown into this. It's still space game focused, but it's grown into this this very broad thing. But I'm trying to keep Retro Dogfight a lot more focused, and it's been, both communities have been such a joy to to build, and have been such a boon to my mental health that I can't thank you. I can't thank you both enough, these communities, for being just such wonderful, safe, and joyous places that every time I see them light up on Discord with a little thing next to them that there's a new message, it makes me so happy. I was like, oh, yay, someone's talking on Retro Dogfight or someone's talking on Space Game Junkie. It makes me so happy. So those are the 2 big ones for me that I'm grateful for. There have been a lot of great games this year, too. A lot of great games this year, but I think we'll save that. I think I'll save that for our next show, which is basically going to talk about the best games of the year. But yeah, the big one for me is the tablet. Oh my God, the tablet. I mean, this tablet, especially with Magic DOSBox, holy moly. I can't get over how useful and amazing this tablet's been. So Spaz, do you got any gaming gratefulness?
Well, it has been a good year for gaming.
Yeah.
There have definitely been some standouts that are either recent and I'm currently playing or have come out earlier this year and I completed and I'm really happy about.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of that. Like, for example, Dispatch, something I mentioned to you off stream.
Yes.
Which is a game about dispatching reformed villains turned superheroes. And its 7th and 8th episodes just dropped today as we're recording this. So last episodes of season 1. Hopefully there's more to come. Hopefully.
It's been getting it's been getting a lot of rave reviews. Sorry to interrupt, but it's been getting a lot of rave reviews. So
yeah. If you like Invincible or The Boys, this is very much in that same vein of adult superhero content where I mean, there's even nudity in the first episode. Yeah. And there's also, for those interested, there is a nudity censor if you want that. That's an option too. But that's been really good. I actually started playing episodes 7 and 8 this morning, and I love the story. The voice acting is excellent. I mean, most of the cast is Critical Role actors, so they're all veteran voice actors. Can't go wrong. Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's made by former Telltale devs, so there's that too.
And now I feel like that Trek game has kind of prepared me for that sort of gameplay.
Yeah, Star Trek Resurgence, which was also really good.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about Dispatch. I will definitely pick it up when once it goes on sale.
And I've encouraged you to do so because it is worth it.
Yeah, and I trust your tastes.
In fact, after I finish, I've decided not to stream it until I've finished episode 7 and 8.
Okay.
So after I finished with that, I'll actually do a new playthrough and maybe make some different decisions and stream that on Discord.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So it's got branching.
Because your choices matter.
It's got branchingness to it.
It's not fully branching, but your choices matter. For example, and not a spoiler, but you'll have to cut someone from the team at one point, and that's going to cause some ramifications that last a while. There are other choices about who you pick for certain things that will be better or worse for those particular tasks. And again, that's choices matter thing. It's not fully branching in the way a game like, say, Detroit Become Human is, where there's multiple endings depending on your choices. But how your playthrough will go will definitely change.
Right. Sounds.
Oh, it's excellent. Can't recommend it highly enough.
Anything else?
Oh, let's see. This continues a year of the Bullet Heaven game.
Oh, there have been so many. What's the one that just came out yesterday that's really good? The Onslaught one?
Oh yeah, Let Them Come Onslaught.
Yeah.
Which is in the same universe as the previous game, Let Them Come, which was it's kind of like a tower defense kind of deal. The first game was, where you're behind the machine gun trying to defend yourself from a horde of enemies, and you can get upgrades to the machine gun. You can get extra defenses and defend that machine gun. But this new game is very much a Bullet Heaven style in the same universe.
Yeah, it's
I played a lot of the original.
Yeah, this one is very fun. Yeah. This new one is very, very fun. Yeah, it's been a really good year. Sorry, go ahead.
Especially when you upgrade things like the rockets. There's a set of rockets that will fire initially 4 that just randomly target, and they have a good explosion. And then you can just keep on upgrading them, and the final upgrade, the upgrade mod to it at level 9, makes every 4th launch a nuke that can clear the screen.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And the game is under $7 US right now on sale.
Yeah,
worth it.
I got that in the Sacred 2 remaster yesterday, and I played the heck out of both of them. Good times. Very good times. Sorry, just very phlegmy today. I apologize. Yeah, it's been a very good year for Survivor style games like those. Lots of really good ones have come out in the last year. Very good year.
And then there's Mega Bonk.
Oh God,
Mega Bonk.
I had to take a break from that one because I last like 8 minutes every time, and then I die horribly. I'm like, I'm getting a little frustrated with this.
Well, that's kind of the point.
I know.
That's
I know, but at the same time, it's like I'm getting a little frustrated, and I could feel myself getting frustrated, so I had to take a break. It's so good though.
Well, I take breaks from it too. Yeah.
Huh? What was that?
I take breaks from it too.
Yeah.
Even when I'm streaming, I take breaks from it too because
it's so good. It's so good, but it hates me. I know it hates me, but it's so good, but it hates me. There are a lot of it's been a really good year for that is kind of the one upshot. It's been a really good year for gaming, which I guess we could talk about in the next episode. It's been a really good year for games. Like a really good year. Holy moly. It's been a very good gaming year. Wow. My goodness. Okay. Julie, do you have anything gaming wise that you are grateful for?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay.
First, Tuggy Fetch. It's a game my dog invented.
What?
It's a game my dog invented. She doesn't know how to play fetch, but it's not a PC game, and I know that's not what you meant. But I missed my dog terribly when I was on vacation. PC wise or Switch wise, I would have to say Switch, but especially the Switch 2. Now, granted, it has some drawbacks depending on what game you play on it. You can actually watch the power meter go down as you're playing on it before you gotta plug it in. It's different for different games. However, I am grateful that Sean Murray finally, and I granted he probably had to pound his head against the Nintendo corporate wall quite a bit to get what he wanted through their corporate wall and onto the Switch 2. But the fact that the same game that is on PC and every last little detail is also on the Switch 2. And when you're on an enforced unpaid vacation, you can only write so much on the next book that you're publishing before it gets to be counterproductive. And so I was able to log onto my favorite game, No Man's Sky, on Switch 2, which now has multiplayer, which is great. And sometimes you have to plug it into the extension cord to keep it going. But there are some games on that, Skyrim plays on everything, including pregnancy testers. But see, you're laughing. There's a computer programmer that did that. But
honey, you're pregnant. It's a dragonborn.
I still don't know how they did an audio version of that game, but they did for Alexa.
Hey, you're finally pregnant.
The baby Fusro Dawes itself out of the womb. Oh no! I'm sorry.
That was a good one.
Oh no!
But the thing,
literally Dragonborn.
Yeah, there are two things about those two games that I'm grateful for. That is, there are very few games that feel, even other Bethesda games aren't as good as Skyrim is. There are very few games that feel like a world that's alive as that particular Bethesda game does. Some other games come close, Fallout New Vegas, but that one, and the fact that there are literally 256, if you know somebody who's already been there. It's like Tortuga. You can't get to it unless you know somebody that's already been there. There are some people who have been to the 256 galaxy before someone says, okay, devs only. Gonna kick us off? No, you can stay, but now devs only. And I thought, no, come on, this is nonsense. There aren't that many galaxies that are actually the whole galaxy that are procedurally generated. And I'm up to Galaxy 23, so no lie. And so that is like the ultimate exploration game. And I know Sean Murray caught a lot of hell when he first introduced this game, but he has made good on everything he promised and then some. And while I was exploring, one of the hardest things to find is one of these little Diplo kind of beasts, and they're huge. And I came upon a miniature one, and I said, good for me. And I finally got my first S-class pirate dreadnought. Yay, that was fun. There's like, 0.5% chance. And that game has kind of fills some hours that I otherwise say, well, what am I going to do with all my time? It's like a preview for retirement. You say, well, oh my God, I got all this time. What am I going to do? Learn how to play the Lease Breaker. And so I'm grateful to the Nintendo Corporation for that, and to Hello Gaming for their efforts, and yes, for Bethesda, although I realized it will probably have been dead for the next 50 years when they finally come out with a next actual edition of Skyrim, rather than trying to keep reselling the same thing.
Well, they did recently say, Pete Hines did recently say that Elder Scrolls 6 is, quote, a long way off. And he did say something about 2028 or 2029. So now I think people are taking bets as to what might come out first, Star Citizen or Elder Scrolls 6, whatever they're going to call that one.
I think it probably won't be out till 3028.
Who the hell knows?
I am not going to hold my breath, but I'm grateful for sometimes the old games are better. And, it's not always about all the really great graphics, because, I think sometimes as gamers we get spoiled by all the what games have become. And I was talking with some friends just the other day about the old time games and what it was like back when there were very few possibilities of what to play. And I remember the first time I came upon the Gates of Ironforge, my only other experience in online gaming being, at the time, the isometric view. And I was just, wow. I was just dumbfounded. I said, this is marvelous. I want to be here. I want to be a dwarf. And an actual dwarf in the game, I know, not, mythological creature dwarf. And it was a lot of fun, but now people would probably see that and say, oh man, look at the graphics. So I'm grateful for a lot of the old timey stuff that was really fun to play. And that's just it, because I have a nice PC here. However, if I also have a parrot that sits behind me that's about as smart as a 5-year-old, and she has come to view this PC as her PC, and if I don't play cartoons, as I've said before, she throws things at me. So I'm grateful for portable gaming. Unfortunately, the pad gaming isn't in the budget right now, maybe in the future, but this is the closest I can come.
Well, I just realized next year is Skyrim's 15-year anniversary. That's depressing.
They'll come out with another anniversary edition.
I know. They'll come out with I know. Yeah, exactly. They'll come out with another anniversary edition that runs on, because I don't think it's on Android or iOS yet. So maybe that's what they'll do at that point, is release it for mobile devices.
Hopefully it'll turn out better than their new edition of Fallout 4 just did.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that they sold. Yeah, apparently that was terrible.
Pay $20 to ruin your game.
I thought I owned it, and apparently I didn't.
Yeah, apparently it cut out some of the DLC.
Oh my God, what? Oh boy. Okay, good times. Thorsten, let's wrap it up with what gaming things you're thankful for.
Oh, I don't have a single game to
That's fine.
to mention here,
That's fine.
but
That's fine.
I'd like to mention that I'm very grateful for all those indie devs that managed to get their courage back again and are doing games for niche people like me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's let's put it that way. The AAA scene, and I mentioned that before. I know that has become boring for me because they have to serve a broader audience, and I get that. But there was a time I wasn't really interested in anything new coming out, and that changed this year considerably. There were a lot of games that I really wanted to play this year and did play, and I'm very grateful for that. That this year, and I feared a bit it would happen that this year was one of those years that I don't want to play anything at all.
That's interesting. It has been a great year for games, and again, that is mostly due, you're right, to the amazing indie developers out there. So I think we can all say we're grateful to the hardworking indie developers who hopefully didn't get too discouraged by the glut of the market that they find themselves in. Because my God, there's just so many games, which is great for us, but maybe not so great for them. So I think that's going to do it. A kind of shorter episode, but we're missing Jacob, so that makes sense.
Can I just say one other thing about that, about indie devs?
Sure.
And this is when I see an indie dev, like some of the ones that started out so small and it becomes just like a tremendous success. Even some of the indie publishers, like the guy who did The Martian, would start out as a self-published book, is my understanding. One of the things it does for me personally is say, wow, as a beginning writer and artist of my field, it makes me realize, yeah, maybe there still is a place for somebody who starts out small and just wants to make their mark in the world. And, you know, without indie game developers, we'd all be paying $100 a pop for all of our games.
For quadruple A games, like Skull and Bones, we'd all yeah, we'd be paying $70-$80 for that, whatever that was. Yeah. So, friends, again, this is the only episode we're going to be doing in November because we're taking the last week of November off, as we usually do, for Thanksgiving week. So, the next episode, I believe, will be on December 10th, and that'll be our usual look back at the games of 2025, the good and the bad.
Also, that will be the only episode of December as well.
That will be the only episode of December because we always take Christmas week off as well. We're taking 2 weeks off this time, Christmas and New Year's week off, because we're going out of town. So yeah, a couple weeks. So, yeah, going to be a busy holiday season for me, especially. So, friends, thank you so much for hanging out. Great chat today. Be safe, be well, take care of each other. Excuse me. Please get all your shots, not just vaccines. Get all your shots. Listen to your doctor. Wear your masks. It is not worth getting a 4-day cold or COVID for a half-hour trip to the grocery store. You just wear your masks. They work. Thank you, as always, to our patrons who help pay for things like Restream, which is expensive. Don't forget to check out the aforementioned Retro Dogfight, my new podcast about old flight sims like the one you're seeing on the stream right here, which is 30 years old as of this year. Oh my God. And wow. And don't forget to wear a helmet. We'll see you back here tomorrow for I forget what.